Welcome to It Girl Era.
Chapter 2 begins now. Hey guys.
We are coming to you from California.
Woo! We're back.
We're back and better than ever. Chapter 2. We made it.
We did. We are so excited. We're at Sunbox Studios recording together.
Woo! We love it.
What a wild journey this has been. And we want to thank you guys all for, coming along with us.
Yes, we appreciate you. We love you. Chapter 2 begins now.
And you guys get to join us.
Yay! We're so excited, so grateful, so appreciative of where we have been and where we are now.
Yeah.
It's been a journey.
Dreams come true. We have an amazing group of people we're working with now. So we're going to blow things up, but let's get into the nitty gritty. So we were Girls on Top, if you guys were here before, and that was chapter 1 for us. And we decided we're going to close that door and open a new one.
Do a full rebrand, which we love. We're actually sitting here, you guys. So some of you have actually asked us about swag. We officially have swag coming for you with It Girl Era, which is super exciting.
Yes.
We've been working tirelessly behind the scenes.
Yes.
So we have all sorts of fun things coming too. But let's talk about the rebrand, why we did it, what it's about, what we stand for.
So what is It Girl Era? I'm sure a lot of you guys are like, what's the hype about it? What does this mean? What is this podcast about? So just to kind of go over, it's a girl who's unapologetically herself. You are strong, confident, secure in who you are.
High valued. Chasing your dreams, doing it all, trying to better yourself every day, striving to be the absolute best version of yourself.
Yes. And so if you feel like you're not there yet and you're like, I want to be that it girl, I want to, get my shit together. I want to feel all those good high energy vibrations. This podcast is going to help you. We're going to help you. We can come from the bottom of the trenches all the way up to the top together.
We literally came from the fucking trenches.
And we will share our stories.
Through it.
Yeah.
So we get it. And if you feel like you're not where you want to be, we're all striving to be better. At least we should be every day.
Yeah.
So we get it. We've been at the bottom. We've clawed our way to where we are now. So grateful for the journey. And we were actually talking on the way here to the studio about just where we've been and how we got here. And it's crazy. So just know if you're going through some shit right now, there is always light at the end of the tunnel.
Always. No silver spoon in these mouths. We have had to work our asses off.
As nice as that would be.
Yeah, no shame to those peeps.
Yeah.
But so It Girl Era, we are raw, real, down to earth, relatable, but we also hold everyone in our life to a standard. And you should really do that. If it's dating, if you're single, if you're married, if you're divorced,
friendships, any relationship in your life, hold people to the standard that you expect. Yeah. And I feel like over the course of the last maybe 2 to 3 years, I've really evaluated the relationships in my life. And, it's every single person, it's is this person serving me? Do they want to see me do better? Do they want to see me grow? And if not, it's well, then why is this person in my life? Because I genuinely value, and I know you're like this too, people that want to see you do better and succeed. And it's so sad, but this day and age, it's you could think somebody's your best friend and they're rooting for you to fail. Yeah. And I know we've learned that.
We have. We've learned it the hard way, you guys. Yeah. And as you age and go through life and experiences, you learn that, your circle might get a little smaller, and that is okay because
quality over quantity.
Yeah. Because, I feel like it's a lot of the women now. It's how many friends do you have? These big groups of friends they're going out with. And
my favorite is the girls that are getting married and they have 30 bridesmaids. It's how do you have 30 best friends?
That's not even real. So let's just be real here. We're real. We're gonna call out the shit for women and men. We're not gonna sugarcoat it.
And we're here for the men too.
Yeah, men and women. Even though our brand is It Girl Era, we do want to help men and level up everyone. I mean, we're
and
all
just kind of change like the name of the game, whether it's like you're dating, you're in a relationship, or you're married. Like, we want to help those relationships and even friendships and help you become like the best version of yourself. And we want to create a community around that.
Yeah, we have such a great community already, but we want all of you to join. Everyone is welcome, because
come to the It Girl gang.
Yeah, girl gang, Yay! It Girl gang.
We love that.
So, let's see. We did the rebrand. We have some swag that we're coming out with, and a lot of other exciting things, like
so many
beauty products and all the things down the road, you guys.
We've been doing all the brainstorming.
Yeah. But when we kind of did this transition, we had shared our stories. Whitney and I did probably about a year ago. And we have a lot more followers. And I know you guys are probably like, who are these girls? Like,
we need to know more.
Yeah, we need to know more. So just a little background on both of us right now. We'll get into our stories later.
In a different episode,
but we're both Midwest girlies.
Midwest, born and raised.
Yeah. So humble roots, but definitely boss babes at the same time.
Yeah.
Single mommies.
Yeah. Like we've known each other now for like 6 years, 7 years,
6
something
years.
like that. And our friendship has evolved, and now we have like this amazing business that we're building. And it's just crazy how life changes, and like even how our brand has evolved with us. Like, so when we started, that's when we were Girls on Top.
Yes. So about 2 years now, almost.
Yeah, like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you and I were both in such different places in our life.
Such different. And like, we were friends. So both of us did social media as Whitney does it full time and I did it part time. So we met through social media and kind of connected that way. And
we met at an influencer
event. And, you know, if you're on social media, it's like cutthroat. You know, these girls, they will pretend to be your friend on social media, but then there's no support. It's all like a fake like show, I guess.
And not all influencers are like that. We don't want to say that.
No, but a lot of
it's a very cutthroat industry.
I mean, we've lost friends who are influencers that we thought we would have support from, and we didn't, unfortunately, and we still showed them support. But just talking about our friendship and where we've come from and grown as our friendship, we just went through so much. Our lives were so parallel. It was really weird. I feel like the universe wanted us to come together. I mean, we're about the same age. Our kids are the same age. Nothing is coincidence. We had gone through a lot of the same life struggles. And on social media, you would go to Whitney's page and my page and you'd think, wow, she has a really good life. Like, her life looks perfect, right? Because that's how social media
is
curated. And we're like, it's our job. Like, we are working for brands.
Right.
But behind closed doors, we were really struggling and going through some real shit that was hard. So we leaned on each other for support and love and, you know, really survival at moments.
Literally.
And so we decided, like, hey, like, there's got to be hundreds of thousands of women and men out there struggling silently. And they look at social media influencers and think their life is perfect.
Let's be real, nobody's life is perfect. No. And that's why we do preach to don't compare your real life to this curated life on social media. Because let's be real, it's fucking fake.
Yeah. I mean,
let's call a spade a spade.
It's called a highlight reel for a reason.
For sure it is.
So we wanted to come up with a platform that we could just, I don't know, I don't want to say be real and expose our lives and like be relatable. Just
like chat and make people struggling
feel like they're not alone.
Yeah, like there's a place they can go. Like, oh, these girls get me. And in the course of like the last year and a half since we did start this journey, I know I personally, and like the Girls on Top, and I know you have too, Amanda.
Yes.
Have received messages from you.
Thousands.
You know, thanking us and saying you relate. And although like we don't wish the struggle on anyone, that's exactly why we started this journey.
Yeah. because I used to be one of those girls, even though I'm in social media, I'd scroll through TikTok, Instagram and think, wow, like she has a perfect marriage or she has
it all. She has all the money in the world, traveling everywhere and like living her best life. And I feel like, I mean, I still am guilty of doing that to this day. It's like, oh, her life looks perfect. She's gorgeous, you know, like out living on a yacht on a Tuesday, you know? But it's like, that's not real life.
I mean, you can make it real life. You can work your ass off to get that, but
still, like everybody has their shit, and we always say this: everybody has their shit. Everybody has their struggles. Yeah. So we want to be a place that you can come and relate.
And so we're both from really small towns, and like when we say small, like you guys, like under 20,000. My town,
I think, is like 70,000.
So I was always kind of like the black sheep. I felt like in my town, like I put my life out there a little bit and like, you know, it was hard being, you know, going through divorces and different things and breakups and struggles. Like you had to kind of fit this white picket fence.
And we were talking about this last night at dinner, like where we come from. It's very normal to go to college, get married at like 22, 23, like right after college, and then start having babies right away. And I don't know if I don't think other parts of the country are like as regimented when it comes to that. At least that's like societal pressures in the Midwest. And I mean, it's hard when you don't fit that mold. And like even now being a single mom, I mean, I feel like there's still some stereotypes that exist around like being a single mom, especially like, you know, living in these smaller towns.
So we break the societal norm.
Yes, that's our.
We're like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah, not doing that. We are both totally the black sheep, but we own it all day, and like I'm proud of it.
Yeah, and there's no shame in messing up, fucking up, and restarting. There's no shame in getting a divorce. There's no shame in making mistakes in life. You have to live for you and what makes you truly, authentically happy. Because you're never going to find happiness if you're not happy.
If you're living for other people, you're going to live a life of misery. And I feel like I can honestly say, I feel like in my 20s, I was pretty insecure.
Yeah.
And same. I was living my life to appease other people, essentially, at least to some extent. Yeah. And it's like now I have such a mentality of like, well, this person doesn't like me. Well, fuck them. I don't care. Like this
savage
is me.
Whitney.
This is me, take it or leave it. Like if you guys follow me on social media, I met Chicago Man a month, 2 months ago, whatever. And like I was talking to some of my friends saying like, well, what are you gonna wear on the plane? I'm like, I'm wearing sweats.
Wait, Chicago Man, the boy.
Yeah,
new people might not know.
Yeah,
this boy you're chatting with.
Yeah, talking to. But I was like, I'm gonna wear sweats, and a few friends were like, you're gonna meet him in sweats, Whitney, at least wear jeans. I'm like, no, that's who I am.
You have
that's
to be
like
authentically
me
yourself.
being myself. And if he doesn't like me, well, fuck
and that's
that.
an it girl. So having confidence, being secure, like if that is what you feel confident, secure in, like you do that. Like,
well, and I just want to be comfy at the end of the day. It's like I'm going on a plane. I'm not gonna like wear a dress or like even jeans. Sitting on a plane in jeans, I don't care who you are. It's so uncomfortable.
I mean, we did fly here with a guy, no joke. I thought he was a priest, but he was in a full suit. He was in training to be a priest, but he was in a full suit.
He was flying here for a wedding, and he wore the suit so it wouldn't get wrinkled.
Also, if you're new here, we have squirrel brains, so sometimes we like pop in little funny things that we are like, wow, did you remember that? So anyways, but that's what his vibe was. He was comfortable, but he was in his it man era.
And we love that for him.
Yeah, we do. We love it for him. So welcome to chapter 2.
We're so excited to be here. It's gonna be great. And there's gonna be a lot more to come with our brand now too.
So much more.
So okay, so when we think about an it girl, like I feel like she exudes confidence. And like you might she might still be working on herself, but she's confident in like what she brings to the table. And I feel like that's very much what chapter 2 is for us. Like Amanda and I, as humans, as moms, as business owners, in all avenues of our life, dating, it's like we're still striving to be the next best version, working on ourselves, because let's be real, nobody's perfect. But we want to encourage you to do the same thing. And I feel like that's a big part of what this brand is. Like, we want to motivate you and just make you feel like you have a place to go where you can get that without judgment.
It's reachable for everyone.
Yeah.
And, you know, we used to listen to podcasts before we started ours, and there's so many great podcasts out there, but some of them I was like, okay, like I can't relate, you know? And I'm not, you know, I wasn't this like celebrity actress before. I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't come from
millions and millions
of dollars. Like, I'm, you know, and it was really hard to relate when you look at who's like in the population. Like, that's the 1%, right? Like, so for us, we just really always want to be like authentic and true, and know that, you know, you guys can always DM us, shoot us.
We love
it. Ask us questions, because we will do our very best to like give you sincere.
Well, and some of you have reached out asking questions, and we're like, wait, we keep getting this question. Like, let's make an episode about it. Like, clearly it's something the masses have a question about.
Yes.
And obviously sharing our dating stories, that's a hot one too.
Oh my gosh, we have so many crazy
stories.
Wild dating stories.
I feel like we're going to need to do an episode just crazy dating stories.
Yeah, we will.
We have some good stories. But yeah, so we're really excited. Chapter 2 is here.
Yes.
And it's going to be fucking great.
Fucking awesome, guys. Welcome to Chapter 2.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to Chapter 2. We love you all.
Thanks for being here with us. And
listen to us. Next week. Yeah.
Apple and Spotify.
And YouTube now.
And YouTube.
All right.
We'll see you there.
Love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.